Multan Sultans vs Lahore Qalandars first match highlights. Multan Sultans have won the toss and have opted to field. 0.1. Akeal Hosein to Fakhar Zaman. 1 run. Length ball sliding across off. Zaman knocks it off the back foot wide of cover. Fakhar Zaman and Mirza Baig are at the crease. Fakhar Zaman is on strike. Akeal Hosein will open the attack. 0.3. Akeal Hosein to Mirza Baig 4 makes room as he backs away. It's another arm ball from Hosein. The length is quite full, and Baig lofts it over mid-off. Hasn't quite middled it, but enough to clear the infield. 1.5. Sameen goal to Mirza Baig, no run. Multan review for LBW. Length ball swinging in on off, Baig looks to flick, but is hit on the pad. Was there an inside edge involved? We'll find out soon enough. Here's the replay, and the third umpire says there's daylight between bat and ball, and has asked for ball tracking. Impact is umpire's call on off stump, so it'll stay not out. Would have gone on to crash into the top of middle stump, that wasn't the problem. 2.6. Akeal Hosein to Mirza Baig 4. Hosein goes fuller with his arm ball, and Baig hoiks it over mid-wicket. It's a miscue, but it's over the infield and runs away into the boundary. 3.6. Sameen goal to Fakhar Zaman. 6. Back of a length on middle, Zaman looks to pull, and it flies off the top edge for 6. 5.2. Sameen goal to Mirza Baig 4 close to the block hole on leg stump, Baig shuffles across, gets inside the line, and flicks it past short fine. 5.3. Sameen goal to Mirza Baig 4, back of a length on off, Baig shuffles across and pulls it away behind square. It hits the cushions on the half volley, will be a 4. 5.4. Sameen goal to Mirza Baig 4. Hat trick of 4s. This is actually a good delivery. It's in the channel just outside off, rises sharply from short of length, and hits Baig close to the bat shoulder. But Baig adjusts well. He opens the face and runs it past the keeper. Not totally in control, but good enough. Third man is in the ring as well. 5.6. Sameen goal to Fakhar Zaman 4. Short and wide, Zaman throws his hands at it, and it goes flying off the top edge over short third. Massive over. 17 off it. 6.6. Dahani to Fakhar Zaman. 6. Another top edge for 6. Second time it's happened with Zaman that he's gone for the pull, and it's gone flying over the keeper's head. 7.2. Akeal Hosein to Mirza Baig, out caught by Usama. Mir Hussain has the first wicket of the competition. Full around middle. It's the conventional off-spinner, and Baig actually sweeps it sweetly, but it goes flat and carries all the way to deep backward square. Good catch from Mir. The ball came to him quickly, and he had to run in off the rope as well. He judges it perfectly. 7.6. Akeal Hosein to Fakhar Zaman. 6. Swept powerfully and hits the cushions on the full length ball on middle. Zaman gets down on one knee and belts it through square leg. It's a flat 6. 9.1. Ihsanullah to Fakhar Zaman. 4. Short on off, Zaman goes hard on the pull and gets it away through mid-wicket. 9.5. Ihsanullah to Fakhar Zaman. 4. Short of length on off, this time Zaman gets hold of it and pulls it through mid-wicket. It bisects long on and deep mid-wicket perfectly. 10.2. Usama Mir to Shai Hope 4. This is hit straight back, and the umpire has to take evasive action. He ducks underneath it in time. Hope wasn't quite to the pitch of this after stepping out, but still went through with the shot and hammered it. 11.3. Dahani to Fakhar Zaman. 1 run, short of length around the waist, Zaman pulls it through square leg, gets a single, and brings up his 50. 11.5. Dahani to Shai Hope. 6-0 crunched, short of length into the body. Hope clears the front leg and hammers the pull over mid-wicket. 12.3. Akeal Hosein to Fakhar Zaman. 6. Now a lot closer to off-stump, and this is why he's fearful of bowling it in the arc. Zaman nails the slog sweep over mid-wicket. 13.2. Usama Mir to Fakhar Zaman. 6. Flat batted over long on for 6. The power of Zaman, it's slightly short outside off, and he swats it away. 13.4. Usama Mir to Shai Hope, out caught by Pollard, complete miscue. Flat length ball on leg, Hope looks to slog from the crease, but doesn't get it anywhere near the middle. Goes high in the air, and it's a simple catch for Pollard at long on. 14.6. Ihsanullah to Kamran Ghulam, out bowled leg stump pegged back. Another wild slog from Ghulam and he misses it completely. It's a length ball at 140 kph, zips through off the surface and clatters into the top of leg stump. 15.1. Usama Mir to Fakhar Zaman, out caught by Akeal Hosein, wickets off successive balls. It's the dangerous Zaman who's dismissed. He hits the slog sweep flat and hard, but it goes straight to deep backward square, and Hussain takes a good catch right at the edge of the ropes. It was a googly on the leg stump line, so he couldn't quite get it in front of square. 16.4. Dahani to Raza, 6. Now this time he sends the pull shot sailing over the boundary at long leg. 16.6. Dahani to Raza, 4. Full in the slot, Raza hammers it back, and Dahani gets a hand on it in follow throw. But despite that, it races away to the boundary. Was struck really hard. Dahani's lucky not to have hurt himself. 17.4. Sameen goal to Talat, 4. Full toss outside off, a gift for Talat, who smashes it through point. 18.1. Ihsanullah to Talat, 6. Full in the slot, and Talat smokes it down the ground with a clean swing. 18.4. Ihsanullah to Talat, out caught by Usama. Mir pitched right up outside off, Talat looks to slice it away, and he times it beautifully, but it's straight to backward point. It was almost in the block hole, so Talat couldn't quite get under it to get it over the fielder. 18.6. Ihsanullah to Wiese, 4. Another bad ball, and Wiese capitalizes this time. Low full toss on the pads, flicked away behind square and races to the boundary. 19.6. Dahani to Wiese, out LBW full ball on off stump. Wiese swings across the line of it and misses. He's been given out LBW and goes for a review, but it doesn't matter because it's the final ball anyway. Lahore are going to finish on 175. Whatever happens, ball tracking is in, and the umpire's call stands. Impact was marginal on off stump, and it was going to crash into the stumps. A good final over from Dahani as Lahore finish on 175. They scored 45 off the final 4 overs. Hard to judge at the moment how good a total this is. The pitch looks a good one to bat on, but there was some movement with the new ball, both in terms of swing and seam. However, Lahore got off to a good start, thanks to Fakhar Zaman's quickfire 50. He laid the platform, and Lahore were probably eyeing a total closer to 200 when he was going strong. But Usama Mir, the leggy, helped pull things back for Multan. Masood and Rizwan are at the crease. Masood is on strike. Shaheen Afridi will open the attack. 0.4. Shaheen Afridi to Rizwan, 4. Loose ball, and Rizwan puts it away, drifting in on the pads, swinging further down, and it's been glanced away very fine. No chance for short fine leg. 1.2. Harris Roff to Masood, 4. Lovely shot. Pure timing from Masood as he stands tall to this delivery. It was shortish and wide, and he just steered it away past backward point with a controlled open face dab. Just used all of Roff's pace there. 1.6. Harris Roff to Rizwan, 4. Poor fielding. Should have been just a single. Deep square leg was placed exactly for this shot, but the man near the rope lets it through to concede 3 extra runs. Roff is livid. Ghulam, the culprit, was shortish in length, and Rizwan played his shuffle pull to perfection. Hit it well, but also straight to the fielder. 3.1. Zaman Khan to Rizwan, 4. Rizwan at his very best. Too wide from Zaman, shortish as well, and it's been cut fiercely to the left of backward point who dives in vain. Third man is a touch fine and can't get across. 3.5. Zaman Khan to Rizwan, 4. Call that the text commentator's curse or whatever, but Zaman has missed his line and length here. Fuller ball a bit too straight, and Rizwan shuffles to wrist it away firmly, bisects mid-on and mid-wicket with precision. Typical Rizwan. 4.1. Raza to Masood, 4, and the experiment hasn't begun well. Gives width and it's a tad short too. Masood makes room and punches on the up, right between extra cover and mid-off. No stopping it on this outfield once the ball beats the infield. 4.3. Raza to Rizwan, 4. Rizwan's turn to take on Raza, and this is already turning out to be a backfire plan for Shaheen. Quicker delivery. Rizwan just shuffles inside the line and sweeps hard over backward square leg. Field is up that side and it's a boundary every time. 4.6. Raza to Masood, 4. 3 fours and the over. Shaheen will wish to rewind that over. Was always a risk to bowl spin in the power play to these two, especially when set. Masood puts away the half volley. It's in the slot and punches it wide of mid-off. Too easy. 5.6. Zaman Khan to Rizwan, 4. A poor ball to end the power play, and Rizwan doesn't miss out. Venomless short ball, leg-lined, and he gets inside the line to play an almost one-handed pull shot. Gets it wide of short fine leg, and it races away. 7.1. Dawson to Masood, 4. A near collision between long on and deep mid-wicket, and the ball has snuck through as well. Nothing going Lahore's way at the moment. Masood struck this well, using the matchup and sweeping hard past mid-wicket. Found the gap and also a bit of luck in the end. 8.3. Raza to Rizwan, 4. Easily played. Rizwan brings out the sweep and brooms it wide of short fine leg. Got it fine of the man at deep backward square leg too. He is so good with these sweeps. 10.2. Harris Roff to Rizwan 2 runs, tremendous running, was tucked to the left of short fine leg who dived to make the half stop. He'd have thought he had saved the second run. But Rizwan is quick to get back, and it's a comfortable brace in the end. 50 for Rizwan. Seasons change, but the run machine doesn't. 12.2. Talat to Masood, out caught by Zaman Khan. The bowling change and timeout works for Lahore. They finally have a breakthrough. Masood will feel he missed out here. Fine leg was up, he just had to beat that fielder in the ring with the scoop. But it's the lack of pace from Talat that does the left-hander in. He isn't able to generate momentum and picks out Zaman at short fine leg. The pacer reacts sharply to take a low tumbling catch. Some respite for the visitors. 13.2. Wiese to Miller 4, glorious. First boundary for Miller and it's a sublime off-drive. Slower ball, but Wiese gets the length wrong. It's in the slot, and Miller smashes it wide of mid-off. First boundary in almost 5 overs. Timely one for Multan. 13.5. Wiese to Miller 4. This isn't good bowling by Wiese, and it's releasing all the pressure created in the last few overs. Slower ball gone wrong. It's a whitish full toss, and Miller just had to pick his spot. Does so by slicing this through backward point. 14.5. Talat to Rizwan 6. Maybe this is what Miller was telling his skipper, go after this bowler right here right now. And Rizwan does just that. Slower ball on a good length. He is ready on the back foot with a powerful short arm jab over deep mid-wicket. Monstrous blow, much needed for Multan. 14.6. Talat to Rizwan 4, this time on the offside. Rizwan wrestling back the momentum for Multan with these 2 shots. Charges down this time and makes room, forcing Talat to go wider, and then slices this intentionally over backward point. Third man is up, so it was street smart stuff from Rizwan. 15.4. Shaheen Afridi to Rizwan, out-bowled Afridi wins the battle of the captains. And it's a great delivery to get rid of the set batter. Rizwan backs away early, wanting to access the offside, but in doing so, exposes all 3 stumps. Never a great idea to do that against someone who gets Yorkers right more often than not. Afridi does just that, firing this into the block hole and beats Rizwan for pace. The leg stump is disturbed. It's game on now, folks. 17.1. Shaheen Afridi to Miller 4. Oh, that's a rare loose ball from the Lahore skipper, and it's found the fence. Gets the leg stump Yorker wrong, slips it down leg, and Miller gets it away off an inside edge. No chance for short fine leg. 17.4. Shaheen Afridi to Pollard 2 runs, very full and on the pads. Pollard squeezes it through mid-wicket. We'll get 2. 31 off 14 now. 18.1. Harris Roff to Miller, out-bowled Roff has Miller. And this game is now totally turning towards Lahore. High-class death bowling this. Miller did have a slight predetermined shuffle, but it didn't put off Roff, who went for the leg stump Yorker, and got it bang on. Miller tried to work across the line, but just couldn't get bad on this one. Done for pace and length. Multan in huge trouble now. 18.3. Harris Roff to Pollard, 6 crunched. Pollard makes his presence felt. Another slower ball from Roff, this time the West Indian was ready. And he goes cross-batted over deep mid-wicket. When he usually connects, they stay hit more often than not. 18.6. Harris Roff to Pollard, 4, almost a screamer in the deep. What an effort. This was very full on the pads, and Pollard whipped it with all the power he could muster, and the ball was really traveling through backward square leg. Aerial but flat, and the man near the fence put in a dive to his right, but it burst through. Never easy, and he put on a great effort, to be frank. Valuable boundary for Multan. 19.2. Zaman Khan to Pollard, out Pollard run out, 1 run completed. What a piece of fielding. Talat the man, and he may have killed the game with this effort of his. Pollard is already walking off, not even waiting for the third umpire. Was a near Yorker from Zaman, whipped to deep mid-wicket, and Pollard was always going back for the second run. Talat goes for the keeper's end with the throw and gets it spot on. Couldn't have thrown it any better, and Shai hope does the rest. Pollard is way short. This has to be game, you'd think. What a heist this is. 19.3. Zaman Khan to Usman Khan, out LBW. Usman goes first ball. More importantly, Khushdil remains off strike and Multan sink further. This is a juicy full toss, but Usman has missed it altogether while shuffling across for the heave. Struck straight on the knee, and it would have crashed into the stumps. On-field ump thought so too, and Usman was just delaying the inevitable with the review. What a final over this is from Zaman so far. 19.4. Zaman Khan to Khushdil, out Usama mere run out, 1 run completed, another run out, but the right decision as Khushdil had to get back on strike. Bunts this Yorker back past Zaman and Usama Mir was always going to come back to get his partner on strike. But Lahore's fielding has been top-notch and the throw from the deep is on target for Zaman to do the rest. 19.5. Zaman Khan to Khushdil 4, game is still alive. Zaman misses the Yorker, low full toss, and Khushdil carves it over extra cover. Field up that side and it's a boundary. 19.6. Zaman Khan to Khushdil 4, Zaman prevails, and Lahore win a 1-run thriller. Absolute scenes out there. It's a boundary to finish, but that wasn't going to be enough for Multan. Pitched up on off, Khushdil heaves, but he goes too hard and gets a thick edge that flies over backward point. Lahore's players don't care where the ball is going. They're just rushing towards Zaman to mob him. What a start to PSL 8. The tournament couldn't have gotten off to a better start. What a game of T20 cricket. Multan were absolutely coasting this chase at one point, with Rizwan and Masood toying with the bowling. They had a great power play, and although they slowed down a bit in the middle overs, they looked in total control of the game. What Lahore did well was to hang in there, and they quietly constructed a few tight overs, steadily increasing the required run rate. They then took timely breakthroughs, and once the match got into the death overs, the defending champs could smell blood, with the mastery of their death bowling experts. Afridi started the strangle. Roth upped it further, and Zaman held his nerve with 15 needed off the final over. Miller and Pollard got cameos, but both were outsmarted by a high-quality death bowling masterclass. Special mention to Lahore's fielding too. They were phenomenal.